adultery calls for lake of fire type judgment, but because he don't know nothing, he don't know no better. The Lord wasn't dealing with him. He gonna die out here a grievous death for committing adultery. All right, but you, because you knew better, and you did what he did, and you know the judgment, you gonna die a worse death. That's what it's saying. Go to Luke 21, verse 29 through 36, and then we're going to get into some of the signs and we're going to wrap it up. Okay? So take heed to this, man. The parables that the Lord gave about watching. Okay? It's very serious, man. Because we're in a time, watching is very key, and knowing the prophecies and bringing it out is very key too, because there's still a lot of the elect out there that haven't woken up yet, that need to hear and see and understand this truth. Okay, so it's a very important responsibility on the brothers that's in it to not get weak or what's the thing, to lose patience and stop watching, because it's important. Read this.
Luke chapter 21 verse. What's the verse?
Luke 21 verse 29 through 36.
Luke chapter 21 verse 29. And he spake to them in parables, behold the fig tree and all the trees.
Yeah, like for an example, we close to summer. It ain't summer yet. Summer is all right, but technically we're still in spring. Okay, and during springtime and summer, the flowers and the trees start to blossom and produce fruit and stuff. So just as like you see the trees, how in the fall and the winter it wasn't leaves on it, it looked dead, but now it's coming back to life. It's the same thing when you look for these signs. It was like, oh, I see the leaf now on that, or I see the fruit now. It's like that. So that's how the Lord was giving a parable for how you're supposed to be observing. If you observe like the trees in nature, you should be observing the signs that he gave you.
When they now shoot forth, ye see and know your own selves that summer is now at hand.
Yeah, which is now. If you come out, you see the flowers, you see the trees. If you live places where fruit is grown, you see it and you start to smell the fruit. It's evident. Keep reading. It's the same with this with the signs.
So likewise ye, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of heaven is nigh at hand. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled.
Yeah, so everything that the Lord spoke of concerning this time, all right, excuse me, it has to come to pass. And that generation that was back then with the Lord, they back now, okay? Because it is such thing as reincarnation, which means back in the flesh, okay? To play out your judgments.
Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any times your heart be overcharged with surfeiting, and drunkenness, and the cares of this life.
Yeah, which that can happen. That's normal. That's a normal thing. You know, brothers drink, all right, and they get weighed down with this society. Some of them drink, the scriptures say that, give strong drink to him that's ready to perish, all right. Some of them drink to cheer up their, because if the scriptures talk about constantly thinking upon heavy stuff, that can bring sickness upon you and even death. So you got to balance yourself out. But he was telling you not to get drunk, all right, not to be having hangovers and stuff, and not to get all wrapped up in the everyday folly that these people are engaged in. Oh, how I'm gonna pay my bills and this and that and that. Okay, you're supposed to take care of that, but you ain't supposed to be all anxious and worried about things that these people are worried on, about making money and living good in this society. Okay, you don't get weighed down with that. Keep reading.
And so that day cometh upon you unaware.
Yep.
For as a snare, it shall come on all them that dwell upon the face of the whole earth.
Yeah, like a snare, a trap. Going into that hour of temptation, which is talking about the mark of the beast. Okay, which is the RFID chip. Alright? Which is evidently, it's being more and more brought to the light that they're going to use that, alright? Not only for medical use, but also for currency use. Okay, because soon they're going to do away with this American dollar, which was always set up to fall anyway. Okay? So they're just preparing the people to accept the chip by promoting more things like them, what they call them, the little apps that you can use your phone, touch phone to phone, and iCloud and all that. That's all geared towards when they bring in that chip. Pushing people to using debit and gift cards and stuff. Alright? But soon they're going to start mushing and pushing out that truth. They're going to be pushing out that chip to the people. Alright? And it's going to become mandatory very soon. Alright? So that's when snares, when it come upon the world. Because a lot of people ain't looking for that. Keep reading.
And in that day time, he was teaching in the temple.
No, read verse 36.
Luke chapter 21, verse 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all those things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man.
Yep, that's right. Now go to Matthew's 24, verses 3 and 4. Alright? Because the things which the Lord has been speaking about, alright, and like we said, Mark 13, Luke 21, Matthew 24 is all happening around the world, and it's so in your face. It's blatant. So we're going to touch on a few of those signs and show that currently now and the days to come, we're going to go even more into the days of sorrow. Alright? But this should be a joyous time for the men of the Lord. Alright? And weeping and sorrow for these wicked ass people that love this society and love this world. This current age.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 3.
Yep.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, his disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?
Yeah, the end of the age. Because when you look up that word in the Greek, it's eon, which means an age. Not the planet, the whole planet. That Greek word is orkamene, okay? Alright? So you need to have the proper understanding of the Greek, alright, to understand the scriptures in the New Testament. Alright? Keep reading.
And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
Yeah. The first thing he told you is to take heed, pay attention, that no man deceive you. Because you got many deceivers out here, alright, and they're going to become more enlightened, or the light going to be shown on them more and more the closer we get to that pushing of the RFID chip. Because it's already information out about your pastors under that 501c3 charter tax exemption. They're going to use these pastors, alright, to endorse and to encourage their congregation to receive the RFID chip. Alright, and to teach that it is good to take, and that the people that's teaching, mainly us, teaching that it's wicked and you ain't supposed to take it, otherwise the Lord gonna destroy you by means of fire, that we're crazy. So they're control opposition. They set up to basically teach that to accept the chip and to love America and its ways. That's why they teach now in the church that homosexuals are accepted by the Lord, and that if you are a homosexual, pedophile, and the bestiality, all that stuff, that the Lord loves you and all that. That's not in the scriptures. That's why they creating Bibles like the Queen James Bible, which is utter blasphemy, man. That's complete blasphemy. And the Lord's going to set fire on this place just for that, and many other reasons. That's just one of the reasons. So the Lord told you to take heed and beware of deceivers, man. Anybody that's pushing those things, they're deceivers. And the Lord going to destroy them. Keep reading.
And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many.
Yeah.